The Turing Trust was set up by James Turing in 2009 in honor of his great-uncle, Alan Turing. Alan Turing is famous for being at the forefront of the development of modern computers, as well as for his work in decoding the German Enigma machines during the Second World War. The Trust honors Alan's legacy by providing quality IT resources and training to schools in sub-Saharan Africa as well as in the UK.
The Turing Trust, of course, is founded after my great-uncle Alan Turing, who I'm very honoured to be his great-nephew, as much as I realise I've got some very, very big shoes to fill. But it's one of those things where the charity is kind of being able to use Alan's legacy in a way that we hope he would be proud of. Certainly when Alan was involved in building the world's first computers, I don't think he imagined for a second that they would be anywhere near as transformative as they have been. But on the other hand, I don't think he would have thought that it was fair that that would only be true for some of the world's population and not others. So one of the things that we really try to build on is, I think Alan's legacy has lots of things for us to learn as a world about equality and what that means to actually live that. And so one of our things that we're trying to do is fulfill that mission of bridging the digital divide in Alan's memory. Unfortunately, that's something where Alan's story, I think, can reach quite a lot of people, and that really helps to motivate and get on board with our mission. And that's why we've got so many particularly amazing volunteers who are helping us achieve our goals.
Building on existing work undertaken through the Scotland-Malawi partnership, the newly formed Turing Trust started to supply reconditioned computers to schools there.
I was inspired to set up the Turing Trust after seeing the impact that potential used computers had that were no longer necessarily wanted in their initial context. So to us, a 3 or 4-year-old desktop or laptop might not be that much use because it's a little bit too slow. But after seeing the impact it could have, particularly in Ghanaian and Malawian classrooms, I realized that there was massive potential there for these underused devices, as they could really be transformative digital learning technologies. Our mission is really to try and solve the digital divide for the entire world. We're obviously a relatively small charity, but we're certainly going to aim very large. And that's one of the reasons why we initially started our focus in Malawi. When we first started in 2016, our work in Malawi, only 3% of schools there had computers. But over the last 5 years, we've made a tremendous impact starting in the northern region, where now over 81% of schools have access to IT equipment. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, we can actually see a reality where every student in Malawi gets an opportunity to learn how to use a computer.
From modest beginnings in James' bedroom, the Trust's operations have grown exponentially in just a few years. It now operates out of a substantial warehouse unit.
So it all really starts here in Edinburgh, where we collect all the donations of IT equipment we get in the UK. So they'll come from individuals who just sort of post us a single laptop, or indeed businesses that sometimes will drop off hundreds of devices all at one go. So of course the first step with all the computers is to triage them and make sure that every single device that comes in has all the data permanently erased. So it goes through a comprehensive wiping process using Blanco software. From that step, we'll then obviously have a good idea how much working IT equipment we've got and if any repairs, etc. are kind of needed. And we'll then be re-imaging those computers to ensure they've got a new operating system, but also come with new software. So one of the things we try and do is install our own e-library of offline software on there to try and help the schools as much as possible. So this will include things such as Wikipedia downloaded, Khan Academy videos as well. They basically really try and improve the learning experience that the students can get from these computers in schools. Our volunteer team are one of the most important aspects of the entire operation. Without our volunteers, it simply would not be possible to do what we do. So we're really, really grateful to all our volunteers who get in touch, largely coming from the local community after finding about us online, who are looking for something where they can contribute and also have a bit of fun with IT equipment. I think that's one of the really rare things that we're able to offer here, is the fact that you can go through such a vast volume of IT equipment and also loads of different device types as well. So for example, we occasionally get an odd floppy disk in that donated, but tends to be more newer equipment as well. And being able to get the hands-on experience of how to fix these machines can be really valuable learning skills for some people, and for others just a really great way of giving back with something that they're passionate about.
Like his great-uncle before him, James is determined to help inspire the future of computer science by supporting people to learn vital digital skills. The Turing Trust recently became a charitable partner with NPACT, a social enterprise organization that is based in the Decentraland metaverse.
We've been really, really proud to be supported by NPACT, and they've been fantastic supporters of us. not only helping us with all things crypto, which is certainly an area where we know we need a little bit of expertise in every so often, but also through the amazing initiatives such as the New Year's Eve party that have helped us to fundraise. I think the way that the internet's changed these days has really been transformative and something we're still only really at the beginning stages of. I mean, certainly we've been really honoured to be supported by so many donors already with various different cryptocurrencies donations, well beyond Bitcoin in the early days to a range of currencies these days. And I think that's also one of those interesting things where the simple fact that you can donate different currencies and be on that different digital trajectory means that it brings the mission so much closer, meaning that there are more people in this world who can then also experience the benefits of this new age of technology that we're entering now.
As the trust goes from strength to strength, James, along with the team of volunteers, have a very singular vision for their work.
One of the big things that we're really looking forward to in the next few years, we've made tremendous progress with secondary schools in Malawi to date, with over 81% of schools now in the northern region able to access an IT lab for the first time. And with lots of other people's support, as we've seen through Decentraland already, we hope that will really go on and expand. And realistically, within 5 to 6 years, we could see every single secondary school in Malawi having adequate IT facilities. And that's something that we can achieve with support from people like yourselves.